Well, good afternoon. This is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness, and we're continuing with the full moon in Libra. It's at 4 degrees Libra. If you've been watching, we've talked about the saving symbol, general information regarding this Libra full moon, how it's really a phase where there's a lot of separations within our relationships, either be it friends, work relationships, could be with animals, but some kind of separation in which that we need to grow. Sometimes it is one that we impose ourselves because something that energy is toxic. And understanding that, knowing that it's a phase of life. Remember, a lot of people are taking their pains very personal, as if, how could I? As opposed to, well, you're going through this phase. This is a cycle. It is life. We have cycles in our life. And when we have those cycles and we learn the lessons, then the pain is dissolved and we can move on. But until we learn the lesson, and how do we know we haven't learned the lesson? We are still acting like victims. And as long as we act like victims through a process, then that lesson is going to continue until we take control and we acknowledge our limits and boundaries and we move forward. As long as we don't take control, we are creating those negative emotions, which is very toxic, high acid within our pH balance in our body. Remember, we are energetic beings. Some of you doubt that. Have you ever rubbed a balloon against your hair and put it up there? Yes, we create static because we're energetic beings. Have you ever walked and then shocked someone or something? It's because we're energetic beings. Just because one doesn't remember their studies from grade school, middle school, and high school and college, if they chose to go, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means you haven't comprehended yet and put it together, okay? Um, when one says, oh, my religion doesn't believe in that, be careful what it is that they're believing. Believing is a faith, science is actual. Did you understand that? So, be very aware and see how knowledgeable your pastor, your priest, your reverend is. I myself am a minister, and I can tell you that when I speak with people, I am completely responsible and am aware of the knowledge that I am sharing and very thoroughly have investigated and researched. And I can honestly sometimes tell people, I just don't know. That is something I need to look into. But there is a lot of ego, arrogant people out there that just say, listen to what I say, but they don't explain why. Are you a follower? And if you are a follower, think about whom you're following. Why are you choosing to follow that? At what point have you decided to not make your own connections and to decipher for yourself? At one point have you just said, this is too difficult, just tell me what to do, and showing a more submissive and subservient side? And if that is the case, one then cannot claim themselves victim. It's because you have allowed that. It's very important. And the reason I bring all that up, because in the health part of all this, Libra rules the kidneys. It rules the heart. Okay, Venus is ruled by Venus, and it rules the heart chakra. It rules the sacral chakra. How do the kidneys affect us? So what's going to happen is that overabundance of energy is working, okay, into these chakras. We need to drink more water because they're very sensitive right now. If you're drinking a lot of salt, if you're putting a lot of MSG, You're putting a lot of processed food, okay? Just know that a majority of the Asian food here in the United States at fast food restaurants and at restaurants have MSG in there. You're putting too much gluten in your body because also the food processing part is ruled by Libra, okay? In the intestines, the adrenals, the blood, bladder, spleen, lymphatic system, prostate, lumbar, lower back, loins, buttocks, the skin, the uterus, thymus gland, vasomotor system, okay, if we're having high acid in the body, all right, besides just our digestive system, okay, so be very aware what you are putting into your body, including beverages, food, and the kind of emotions. When we are falling victim, that's the shadow side of Libra saying, I was taken for granted. We allowed someone. Well, we allowed someone, some people might say then, because I trusted them. On what basis? Did they say, hey, look, we have the same philosophies? I was brought up the same way, so you can trust me? That is what getting to know people is all about. Many, especially females, and I used to do this too, have the idea that, oh, I'll trust you completely and give myself vulnerably up to you until you mess me over. What they're really saying is, I'm not going to take responsibility for my limits and boundaries and really think and take the time to see where you're coming from and slowly know how much and in what areas I shall include you in, because all of us are harmonious together and all of us can cause conflict with one another. It's knowing where you zig and I zag. And that is what responsible, grounded, emotionally stable, experienced adults do. Children just throw themselves. It's kind of like when kids come running and they throw themselves at you, and you're like, whoa, hey, you want to give them a hug, but they're almost toppling you over. Okay? There are adults that do that emotionally, and it's like, step back, wait. We have to take that time. Okay? We have to be very aware and respectful. So, what I'm going to share at this time is I'm going to share the crystals that can be worn or used for healings that will help balance us out, help detox our bodies. And those crystals for the Svadhisthana, which is the sacral chakra, are going to be anything that is showing um, gold and orange, okay, which is like golden topaz, amber, citrine, carnelian, tiger's eye, um, orange jasper, gosh, fire opal, and the tangerine quartz, okay. Those are just some examples. Cinnabar, also, thank you, almost I forgot about that one. And also, onyx is good during this time too. Many people are not aware of that. And let me see, am I missing anything? There's probably other orange ones that I'm not thinking about, and deep golden ones to really heal that sacral chakra. Okay, and then we have other ones for our heart chakra. And wow, this is totally out of order. Hmm. Okay, there we go. And on our Anahara chakra, remember it's going to be rose and green colors. So rose quartz, watermelon, tourmaline, jade, Herkimer diamonds. Remember, we don't do regular diamonds because there's 90% possibility of blood diamonds. So we don't want that. Okay, so everybody has their limits and boundaries. That's one of mine. But Herkimer diamonds, which are from the United States, okay, are not blood diamonds. Peridot, emeralds, aventurine, green tourmaline, let's see, moss agate, jasper, malachite, uh, rhodonite. Let's see here, criscola, pink tourmaline, pink sapphire. Wow, there's so labradorite, okay, pink tourmaline. There's just so many, but usually some kind of pink quartz, okay, and peridite's very good, labradorite also. So wearing those will help balance and cleanse your system. Stay tuned for the foods and yoga exercises, positions that can help you clean out your system during these next 2 weeks. Hello everyone, this is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness, and here we're going to be showing some foods, herbs, essential oils, incense, and even plants that can that help heal, okay, and the spleen and sacral chakra. They interchange spleen and sacral. So it's the Svadhisthana chakra, all right. Y bienvenidos, soy Sirena Nereida. Aquí les voy a mostrar un poco de comida, hierbas que se puede usar, aceites esenciales, incensos y plantas para ayudar a curar y mantener su chakra sacral. Okay, so here we have what in English they call coriander. Now a lot of people use it as just for decorations. And no, it's very good for the heart also, just so you know. I'm going to take this and just eat it like a salad, okay? Make it the main thing. You know, I know in Mexico we have a little side dish called pico de gallo where we cut up the cilantro. This is cilantro, by the way, in Spanish. And we put tomatoes in it with onions and chile. And it's like a little salad, you know. And so, and the cilantro is the main part of it, okay? Also, too, we have watermelon, sandia, okay? Very good. Remember, when you eat your fruit, always eat fruit in the morning, first thing in the morning. Don't eat anything else, all right? Because the minute you eat something else, you cannot eat fruit for the rest of the day, all right? Because then it creates acidosis in the body. You want to keep it alkalized. Coconut oil, very good. Look at non-GMO, you see it, yay. Mangoes, obviously I have that there too. And you got the oranges, okay? Oranges, tangerines, mandarines, okay? Obviously this sad little carrot needs to go into my soup that I'm making, some shrimp soup. And shrimp, by the way, is good also for your sacral chakra, okay? So we, again, send out your oranges, any kind of oranges, tangerines, sus naranjas, mandarines, your carrots, make it a nice lively carrot, sus zanahorias, coriander, cilantro, mangoes, your also sandia, and then a coconut. Could be coconut oil, raw coconut milk is always good, okay? No tiene que ser exactamente aceite de coco, puede ser coco natural. All right. We also use vanilla, also helps the sacral chakra, vanilla. Okay. Somewhere in the house I always have nuts and I can't seem to find them, but I did find that I have almond extract, okay? So I'm not trying to show off the company, I really don't. So also salvia and canela. We have cinnamon and sage always. Fennel, okay? This is fennel. Really nice, sweet fennel. Almost smells like anais, but it's actually hinojo in Spanish. And good oils too. Now, any of this that we are showing can be found also in essential oils. So we have mandarin. We have neroli here. Can you guys see that? And vetiver. All right. And you're going to see that there's you're going to see frankincense, patchouli, and sandalwood a lot in the different chakras, okay? So you're going, well, wasn't that in one chakra? It doesn't mean it can't be for the other. So it's incenso, patchouli, is sandalo, okay? Those kind of incense. So continuing on, the flowers, you know, geraniums, los geranios, okay, very good for the sacral chakra. Okay, they're blooming so nice, and they can handle any kind of weather. the gardenias. Look at, they're about to bloom, las gardenias, okay? Como esta canción dice, ¿verdad? So they're very nice. One of my favorite flowers. Hint, hint, you guys want to send me something? Send me a plant of gardenias. I love them. And here we have the jasmine, okay, jasmine. So look at, they're dying off. I gotta prune them, I know, so more can come, but they will. And they turn pink. These are the pink star jasmine, my favorite, and also the cat's favorite. Do you hear? There she is. Okay, so thank you. This is all about the sacral chakra, herbs, foods, essential oils, and incense to maintain a healthy sacral chakra. Bye-bye. Continue watching the show. This is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness. Ciao. So what we have here is for the heart chakra, flowers, herbs, and foods, is the rose. It's a beautiful rose, and all types of roses. And children's laughter, as we can hear. All types of roses are part of helping and soothing the heart chakra. That's also represented by Libra and also by Taurus. Here we have more beautiful white roses, the purity of them, and pink roses too. Entonces, vieron que también para una chakra de corazón, que está representado por Libra y Tauro, por el planeta de Venus. Ya vieron los rosales, and now we have sage, salvia. Okay, very healthy. Always good to have it at the entrance of the house to ward off negative energy. Also, we have rosemary. Okay, and it's also good to have at the entrance or balconies or windows, okay, of the home, because it also, just like the sage, wards off negative energy. Aquí tenemos el romero. Y el romero también, igual como salvia, protege contra las energías negativas. Entonces, para la entrada de las casas, las balconías, los balcones, las ventanas, está muy bien tener. Here we have thyme, and thyme is also very good. It's very good for cooking, and as if you see, we have some eggshells in there, because eggshells are full of protein. You mix it up in the dirt there, okay? And also, if you grind up, put in a food processor or in a mixer, banana peels, okay, and mango peels are really good also when you water, okay? So aquí tenemos el thyme, and también que es muy bueno para cocinar, okay, pero es muy bueno para el chakra de corazón. Okay, aquí tenemos albahaca, basil, okay, y eso es uno de mis hierbas favoritas. Es muy buena para, también no solamente para el chakra de corazón, pero para activar y decalcificar su glándula pineal, okay, y está riquísimo en todo. Okay, we have basil, and basil is not just only good for your heart chakra, but it's also good for your third eye, your pineal gland. Okay, decalcifies it tremendously. It also helps with inflammation. Ayuda con la inflamación, any kind. So after eating, eat some basil. All right, and you have any swelling, basil's really good. Okay, even the essential oil, a little bit underneath your tongue. You don't need too much. And I eat the basil as if it were a salad itself. Oh my goodness. Every morning, first thing I eat my basil with my peppermint. And again, you see that we have some of the eggshells in there, and you don't see it, but I already ground up the mixer, the banana and mango peels, to give a nice good protein, giving back to Mother Nature what they give to us. Okay. So another good herb that we have, otra buena hierba para el chakra de corazón es la peppermint, okay, hierba buena, and it's really good, the mint also, okay. Well, this mint in particular is orange mint,
and it really helps with digestive system, inflammation. The only thing, if you have a stomach ulcer, it's not good for it. But otherwise, for your intestines, it's really good after a meal. Okay. And also know when you eat dry mint or you have it for a tea, you need about 10 times the quantity than you need it from fresh. So take that into consideration. And again, you see we have the eggshells in there and all that to give it protein. La hierbabuena también es buena para la inflamación y después de comer para digestionar. Solo uno tiene que recordar si tiene un úlcere de estómago particular, no de región abdominal o los intestinos, pero del estómago, no es bueno comer la hierbabuena, que puede irritarlo más. And also we have the pink jasmine. Right now it's not blooming, as you can tell. Just about some of it's coming off. But the pink jasmine is wonderful. It's a great nighttime flowering, and it gives beautiful, beautiful aroma in the evenings and early mornings. But this is also a wonderful plant, an essential oil for the heart chakra. It's one of my favorite climbing plants, vines. Okay, aquí tenemos el jazmín rosado y da un aroma distinta, especialmente tempranita en las mañanas y en las noches, y es muy bueno para el chakra de corazón, y es dar una calma al ambiente, una serenidad, mejor dicho, y es muy bonito. Y ahorita no tiene sus flores, perdona, pero sí está por, mira, brotar aquí, algunos está por brotar, ¿ok? Y está muy bueno tener en la casa el aceite esencial. Está muy bonito también. Just wanted to share with you also Thai basil is really delicious. Okay, as you can see, and has some distinct pink flowers. And always give thanks to Mother Nature when it's sharing with you, because remember, Mother Nature doesn't belong to us, we belong to Mother Nature. Always, always, always keep that in mind. And you can even eat the flowers. Okay, that was wonderful, wonderful taste. Las fresas también son muy ricas para el chakra de corazón. So we have fresh strawberries, always delicious for the heart chakra also. I don't have anything else with me here, but celery. Okay, any leafy vegetables, romaine lettuce, or is it, that white crispy one. Okay, greens, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all those are delicious. Entonces, como no tengo la otra comida, pero lechuga, col, brócoli. Ok, todo eso son muy delicioso y bueno para también el chakra de corazón. Okay, this has been your herb part and essential oils. And all these items that I've mentioned can be found in essential oils too, and mixed together and rubbed on your heart, or on your neck close by in the sore areas from tapping. It's all really nice to help give lovings to the heart. Okay, thank you for watching this portion of herbs, food, and flowers and oils, essential oils for the heart chakra. And that is represented by both Libra and Taurus and the planet Venus. This is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness. Chasito. Hello, this is Sirena Nereida with Celestial Soul Wellness, and today we're talking about the heart chakra, okay? The heart chakra, and that's the Anahara chakra. And we're going to start off with side forward bend. As always, I ask you that you don't overextend, especially if you're doing your chakras, your yoga, within 48 hours of a new moon, full moon especially, or 4 days within an eclipse, either before or after. You overextend yourself, that is not good. Okay, so now we're going to start off with a side forward bend. All right, so make sure this is a time when you want your mat or you, to have a straight edge, or you use a belt, a scarf, or something of somewhere to measure yourself. At least mat width apart, okay? If you're a little bit smaller, underneath 5 feet, you might want to go shoulder width, okay? And you're going to have your toes facing forward, all right? So when we do the yoga stretch, then we're going to turn. We're going to first have our arms, we're going to bring in our arms together, and they're going to be touching the hands. So I'm going to turn around so that way you can see, okay? So we're going to bring in our hands, and we're going to do the prayer pose behind. And the whole key is, remember, this is our heart chakra. We are opening our heart area, our rib cage. Okay, and so then we turn and we bend and feel the stretch. Hold for 5, breathe for 5, and come back up. Remember, one side you must do to the other side also. So you go 5, 5, and 5. All right? Okay. And then we need to do, we're going to do the crescent moon pose. The crescent moon pose is the Ardha Chandrasana. And so we are going to go into push-up position. So go ahead, stretch forward. All right? And you're going to go in here. Okay, a full push-up. You're going to bring in one leg. All right? Make sure it's flat. Okay? And then you're going to lean this one down. Your foot is going to be flat back here. Make sure your toes are pointed. You're going to bring it in and look upward. That's your crescent moon. And as you breathe and exhale, push downward. Push the shoulders backward. And you can bring it in. And a good extension of this is to sit backward and forward. Okay? Remember, 5 and 5. The other side. Okay, again, we're going to do push-up position, a full push-up position. We're going to bring the knee inward. Make sure it's flat. Okay, see the back leg, the extended leg? You're going to rest the knee to the ground. Lay the foot flat. You're going to bring this in all the way. Woo, make sure you're balanced. And upward. Push the shoulders back, no, not forward, back. After all, we're trying to open up our heart chakra. And hold for 5. And so then we extend the stretch, we push it, and out. Bend. All right, that's a nice good flow. And inward. Let's just do some child pose real quickly. Okay, so that was really good. Now we have the last one, and this is the fish pose, okay? This is the Natsyasana. And so, the fish pose, we're going to lie on our back, extend yourself, and you're going to bring in your shoulders, okay? And your hands, and you're going to lift. All right, lift the hips up, lift your shoulders so you're on your elbows. And bring it inward. All right, that was good. Finish the stretch with the forward bend. Make sure you do that 5 times, holding for 5. And that, my dear friends, is the heart chakra. Stay healthy, my friends. This is Sirena Nereida wishing you a joyous, blissful, happy, healthy, optimal living life. Chasito.
So we're talking about health with this lunar eclipse, and we're also talking about the digestive system. Well, it's part of the health, the different chakras that we said was the sacral and the heart chakra, and how we need to be drinking more water during this time. Be careful with alcohol content because it dehydrates those kidneys, right? And we mentioned the different chakras. So now let's talk about, we put in the videos of the yoga and the foods and the essential oils and incense. Are you getting it all? Are you guys getting it all? Good. And so what we're going to do now is talk about certain holidays. And it's important because with this lunar eclipse, I know we are Celestial Soul Wellness. We're doing a drumming special at Bosa Chica if you're in California on the 26th at 4 o'clock, okay? And Lifeguard 26, I did that on purpose to remember. And we are still within the energies of the lunar eclipse, most definitely. So bring children, bring a down drum. It's free. It's free for all those, and I think just maybe parking if you guys want to meet up somewhere at a corner and then put the like at a Jack in the Box, put the cars there, or a shopping center, and then car pull it over because I think it's like $15 they told me per car entrance. So let's talk about certain holidays and how Christianity and the pagan cultures kind of try to combine everything. So we do know that on in different areas, March 21st is celebrated for the Celtic Ostara Easter, yet the Germanic Ostara is on the 30th, okay? We have the Equinox and is on the 21st, 22nd there, and that's in the equal amount of daylight and darkness. I was going to say, and nightlight. And darkness, okay. We also have in Christianity the Immaculate Conception on the 25th. So this is also the cherry blossom celebration. Hence, you see the cherry blossoms there? Woo, okay. So for this next month. And so there's a lot of opening. You see a lot of daisies. If I had daisies, I would put that also because the day's eyes, remember the daisies close if you're a gardener like I am, and then they open, and then that eyes represents the yolk, okay, of the new beginnings, the hatchings for Easter. It's a fun time to experience with family and friends. Some people say, oh no, Easter for teenagers is no fun. Well, I've upped it a level that at night we use the plastic eggs and we'll fill it up, of course, with candy and stuff. And we'll put, we always let the grass grow long for about a month or two, a month and a half. And then at nighttime, with the only use of their phones if they can, they have to go searching for the eggs. Trust me, the teenagers just love it. Okay, they say, oh no, they love that challenge. Okay, especially if there happens to be any animals who've lingered on and left their fertilizing properties around. Okay, it's good for them to take a look and really enjoy, do it at nighttime. It is fun to watch them and still feel like a kid and have that fun, okay? And if you want to do it with adults, especially those who happen to be drinking a little or snipping a little at the wine, having some fermented grapes, okay? It's fun to do it with them too. So, or maybe like hide the little bottles and things like that, or the candy alcohol ones and have them look in the dark too. It's fun to have that. So, also during this time is call in for clearance. It's a very good time to feng shui your area. Clean, the spring cleaning, clean out that clutter, get it all out. It really helps with your relationship with yourself. And let's put in some bubbles there instead. How's that? Whoops. Nope, wrong one. Haha, there we go. And really cleanse. Looks like soap and rose petals. And cleanse all that. And so, and what we have is during this time we call in for Archangel Jophiel. She is really into clearing spaces. Her name means beauty of God, all right? And so clearing the spaces so we can breathe in ease and allow. When we clear spaces, we are allowing energy to flow. When we just collect, if you have any area in your house that's just collecting and it's not getting cleared out, and you're just collecting boxes and boxes and boxes, being rat packs or like squirrels, you're having stagnated energy and it's not going to flow as easy because what happens is we have different cycles in our life, different phases. And for it to flow easily and for us to learn those lessons, we have to empty out the old. Okay? I mean, I'm not going to have clothes that's no longer fit me. I know some people keep saying, oh, I have these really skinny jeans and I'm keeping them to give me an incentive, and it's been 10 years. All right, then you have someone like me who still has her size 6 clothes because just in case she gets pregnant. All right, and I still have it, not to buy more maternity clothes. All right, but sometimes we need to just say, oh, well, it's not going to happen. I know there was times I kept my son's crib and things like that, and car seat for a while, and no new energy was coming out because I was like, oh, well, just in case I have another child in the next. After he was 6, I was like, oh, okay, it's time to let it go. And I'll just get a new one. They have new things coming up anyway. So Archangel Jophiel is really good for that. We have Metatron because of the teaching and the expressions and with the new beginnings to start. We have the old stories of what was going on. Now we have seeds sprouting. In fact, someone just told me we had our tarot oracle card reading gathering. And they were telling me how their mango seed had sprouted and it's coming to the top of the earth, and we're like, oh, how cool. So we're very happy for her because it was the first time she had done that with the mango seed. And she goes, I feel connected with Mother Gaia. I am producing. And since she doesn't have children, it's very important because that feeling of producing, of creating, we all at one time or another have that need, that significance that just really gives us that cycle, that knowledge and appreciation for life, either be it a human life form, caring, nurturing for our animal partners, caring or nurturing our partners from Mother Gaia. Either way, we are responsible to the earth. And so Metatron really gives us this teachings and Archangel Metatron and uh, helping the vocabulary and getting the word communication across because it's very if one realizes that during the time of winter the communications slows down, especially in the colder areas where it's snow, unless one was trucking through, okay, because it was just so difficult. And now, with the Easter, you have for since what goes back to the 6th century, they've been eating curd ham because the ham, they would get the pigs, they would say the thanks, always saying thanks to the animals. So that way, there's two reasons you want to give thanks. One, because you're acknowledging that there was a sacrifice, that it was a gift the animal has given to us if we choose to eat animals. We're also giving thanks and dissipating any negative toxins, all right, and throwing it to the sun and taking it out so through any kind of processing and or in negative emotions, hopefully I mean, is there a really positive way? That's why the Native Americans would always say thank you to the animals before taking them to be eaten. So it's very important to do that. Also, it releases that guilt and it releases that anxiety, and also it's acknowledging the strength and deservance that that soul of the animal deserves. Okay, so and if one understands that we are all energetic through all space and time, all right, that is what's very important. We also have Archangel Raphael. Oh, he's the archangel of healing, okay, of clearing and healing and just focusing and a really just especially healing of healers and going in there. Then we have Archangel Sandalphon. He is the archangel of music and beauty, and so the sounds of the flutes during this time. This is very much, I know, in about a month it comes the Renaissance Fair, and so this is where people now are going with the lighter time because they're going out and you know, they would do the flutes along the city areas, the guys, to get the attention of the girls. Now what the guys do is they put their boombox on so loud, right? Loudly. But before it was the nice flute that the parents would actually be like, oh, that's a nice little tenor there, you know. Daughter, go check who that is. But now it's like, it's just like, okay, we can't relate. Especially if it's a very negative and angry music. And then we have Archangel Zadkiel, also male, and it teaches a righteousness, forgiveness, which is very important because during that winter we had collected and let's do some negativity and thoughts. And so now it's a time of rebirth, of opening. Who are we now? Who are we going to allow ourselves to be? Who are we going to encourage ourselves to be? Who are we going to open up to be? So there's a lot of celebrations at this time, and it's really nice. I know also too that gosh, there's the March 27th through 22nd through the 27th. In my notes here, the Hilaria festivals of Greece is honoring Sybil. You have Athena on March 23rd, the 29th, the Delphinia, okay, or Artemis, which is also a time where in Tibet, the expulsions of all demons of bad luck. We mentioned about March 30th already, the birth of fertility, okay? And the 31st, the festival of Luna, the moon goddess. So we have it all very close there, okay? Let me see, good time for energy breaks. And we're going to do that. So um, let's get on to our full moon meditation, right? I have a really nice one. I'm looking through my notes to make sure I am not missing anything. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so go ahead, take your little break and come back. So get your little pretty sakis on, get your little incense and oils and some soft music. Remember, I don't put music for copyright reasons unless I had their little what is it called? Their permission. So at this time, go ahead and do that and maybe use the restroom. So now let's continue with the meditation, okay? Make sure you are seated, your back is erect, okay? Shoulders back, relaxed, both feet on the ground, or if you're lying down, make sure that you're relaxed. Take in a deep breath into your abdominal region for 5, hold for 5, and exhale through your mouth. So inhale through your nose for 5, hold for 5, and exhale through your mouth. So let's do that. Inhale, hold, and exhale. As you're exhaling, feel that your abdominal region is being pulled all the way to the back of your spine, like someone has a string and just pulling it all the way, like those wind-up dolls from when we were younger. Okay, so let's fill it up again. Make sure your chin is parallel to the floor if you are sitting. And release. So breathe in, healing, loving light. Let it travel all through your body. And release all toxins. Again, breathe in. And release. And breathe in. And breathe out. And as you're doing that, and starting the meditation and the clearing simultaneously, call in your light team. Keep breathing. I include in my light team Mother Gaia, my angels, of course, our divine creator of all that is. Keep breathing in and keep calling in your light team, your archangels. I call in Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Raphael always for healing. I always call in Metatron because as a speaker, motivator, coach, and educator, I'd like to have the good communication skills. Archangel, let me Josephiel, and then Archangel Sandalphon and Zadkiel are ones that work with, especially with this the sacral and the heart chakra. Call in your animal spirit guides. Your personal angels. And of course, our divine creator of all that is, source, the universe, big white spirit, big white light, whatever name that you choose to name, the highest of energy sources. And as you are breathing and calling them in, feel that funnel above your head, that all this white light from your light team is just pouring down, kind of like when you pour sugar into a jar from the bag, and just that white light just pouring down from the universe, from source, all the way into us, filling in our heart chakra, and our heart chakra is just expanding, and we feel that pink and green light kind of like from the rainbows, and then going down and just expanding in our sacral. We feel our hips getting wider and just feeling all that cleansiness, all that white light and orange light going there. And as it's funneling down, just feel it going into the heart, to the blood, being pumping through. And keep breathing, and that blood is pumping through. You feel it going through the lymphatic, and remember the lymphatic detoxes everything and into the spleen. And so whatever major toxins get caught up in the spleen, get caught up in the reproductive system. And then, so we want to cleanse all that area. Endometrius, fibroids, prostate cancer, all that is because of the toxins that are collected in our spleen, which are toxins that are collected from our lymphatic system. So we need to move. Just imagine all that, and then feel that white light just going through your body and from your root chakra all the way down, that it just shoots down like an arrow, like a laser, all the way down to the center of Mother Gaia, giving us that connection, grounding us. As it goes all the way down, you're absorbing all those minerals and vitamins. And then it shoots back up all the way. all the way upward. Feeling it go through your toes, the balls of your feet, your ankles, your calves and knees, all through your meridians. That remember, the meridians, a lot of times the aches and pains that we carry, just like people who have aches and pains in their knees, usually have bladder and kidney issues or gallbladder issues. A lot of toxins in that, not drinking enough alkaline water. Okay, so they're very dehydrated, in other words, taking in too many things that are dehydrating them and too much acid into their bodies, sodium and other preservatives. Imagine, feel that white light just going all the way up your thighs, your core spreading through your hips, your waist, all the way up to your rib cage, feeling it in the back to your kidneys and your adrenals, up to your stomach and your liver and your spleen. Okay, expanding upward towards your heart, just feeling that heart expand, expand, expand. And remember, we're getting that from the crown chakra. It's entering from the higher universe and it's going back up all those minerals and vitamins we collected from all the way, the different levels of Mother Gaia into us and going back up. And we're expanding as we're expanding from our navel chakra all the way out. We see lights coming out, projecting, and lights from our lower back and to the sides, and the light is going upward and it's expanding more and more as it moves upward. You can feel that light. Feel it in your shoulders, the clavicle area, your shoulders just pushing backwards. And at rest. And exhale. Whew. Feeling it too. Feeling your shoulder blades relax. Feeling that light expanding through your spine all the way up the back of your neck and your throat. Moving up to your chin, your tongue, upper part of your mouth, nose even. Remember the different areas of your teeth, your hands, your feet, our eyes, and our face. Different pains, different breakouts in those areas tell us what organ is overrun by major toxins that we need to detox. Okay. Feel that white light just cruising on up, going up to your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, third eye, crown chakra, and that light is now has expanded. You're as big as the home. You're as tall as a telephone pole, and it just keeps expanding more and more, and you're taking it all in, and it feels all good. You are realizing you are one with everything, and everything is one with you. Keep breathing. You're breathing further and further, and you're getting as tall as those skyscrapers, and you're getting expansive as a city. And with every breath, now a county. And with every breath, you're as tall as how the airplanes fly. With every breath now, as big as the southern part of a state or province, and continue and further. And as you're passing the clouds and you're expanding and expanding, you're as expansive as a whole country. So a whole country like the United States, or the whole top part of the continent of Africa, or of all of Australia, or all of Russia, okay? And just keep expanding. And as you're expanding, feel those energies of the whales going by, of the bears, the crows and ravens, of the dewdrops in the clouds. Feel the energy of the oceans, of all the national parks. Send them your energy. Oh, this feels so good. This is a tantric exchange. Keep breathing. We're on theta, in case those are wondering, we're on theta brainwaves. And as we are expanding further, we're feeling the energies of the moon, Mars, Venus, Jupiter, and expanding. We're realizing how beautiful it is to be one with the universe. As we expand more, we see a brighter light up even higher, and it's getting closer. And it is our divine creator, all that is, looking at us and us looking upward. He's like, you're coming home. You are welcome. You are realizing that that we are all one with each other, that I have made you in my image. And that means my image is everything simultaneously, not separate. And every single energetic being is that wonderful puzzle piece that completes me, Source, Cosmos, Divine Creator, God, Lord. And every energetic being is important to this existence, to the development. And what we focus on, it is what shall happen. Focus on negative, use negativity, we get negativity. Focus on positive, use positive expressions and words, we get positive results. Understanding that there are life cycles and lessons, either be it lessons in the ego, lessons in money and value, lessons in communication, siblings with the neighborhood and primary education, lessons with your root being, your basis, your family, the physical home, the hearth, and with your mother, father, authority figures, you as your own authority figure, lessons with our children and entertainment, how to have fun. And romance is fun. Lessons in our everyday life and how we are taking with our health. Those who help us, our co-workers, those we pay to assist us. Large, smaller pets. What are we doing to serve ourselves? Because we cannot contribute to society. We cannot be giving forces if we are not taking care of ourselves first. Marting ourselves out is not admirable. It is not honorable. It is ridiculous. It is looked down upon because without us, we can't function. It is ridiculous. One has to nurture their soul. Omitting yourself in the name of other people to serve other people is an old style, negative way of being. We are now in the new dimension. We're on a new galactical point. We are in a new energetic field where it is important that we heal our soul before we can give to others. We must be able to laugh. We must be able to smile. And that smile must be constant in our eyes and feeling from the inner. We must be able to respect everyone, that everybody is a master at something. Just because we don't appreciate their talent doesn't mean it has less value. It just means we are ignorant for not appreciating it. They are no less than us. Because without one, we do not exist. Keep breathing that in, finding that expansion and connecting with God. And realizing that through those lessons we grow. They will come through our lifetime. The goal is not to avoid the pain. The goal is to acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the lesson. If we don't, those lessons will continue to replay itself, and we'll feel the pain, and we'll feel like victims when we're not. It's our ignorance because we're putting our heads in the sand and denying that we have yet to learn the lesson and take control of our lives. Putting expectations on others, thinking they have the same perspective, belief systems, mentality that we do when they don't. After all, that is what courting and dating is for, to find out if one thinks the same, sharing the thoughts, those philosophies, so that way, in case one gets serious with the other, you guys are on the same page. Not trying to get on the same page after certain responsibilities have been incurred. Keep breathing. Love yourself. It's okay. We are here to make mistakes. It's not the avoidance of those lessons that makes it a successful life. It's not the avoidance of pain that makes it a successful life. It's learning the lesson quickly, forgiving ourselves because we are human, but that's what we're here for. Respecting others so as not to harm others through our lessons. And being happy with ourselves that we learn them and go to the next phase, the next level, the next grade. This time, breathe in and hug yourself. Just cross your arms and just hug. Tell yourself it's okay, we're doing good. We're actually doing wonderfully. And saying, and I am learning. And thank you, God, because not until I have learned those different lessons of acceptance and tolerance and adjusting my limits and boundaries, can I then be home and one with you completely. There are certain cultures and religions that say even going towards certain lessons are negative and bad. They don't teach you. They just look down upon you if you happen to get hurt. And that is wrong. One must be compassionate. Take that inner child. Let it come to the surface. Ask, what do we do now? What haven't we done that we really wanted to do? Take one of those things. Hug that inner child. Just hug him and her. Say, yes, it is time. I shall do that. In fact, I shall do it and share it with others. Because it made me happy. And I so look forward to it. And I put it aside for so long. And it is time. I say, thank you, inner child. I know my inner child is Nettie's. As that's what my family used to call me. They used to call me that. But when I was really young. And keep breathing. And lift that inner child to God, your divine creator, the great white light source, the cosmos universe. Say, yes, we are growing. We are trusted. We are safe. We are loved. And we forgive ourselves. I forgive myself. Inner child, forgive me for having neglected certain things. But it is now time. Give me strength to cut out those fears, to move forward. For I understand with this lunar eclipse, being in Libra, there will be relationships that will sever, some forever and some temporary. But it's for the movement to move on and bring your inner child into your heart. Hold your heart. Breathe in. Feel that connection still all the way with God, expanding all. And as you are, see an elevator all the way up there. Jump in that elevator and drop down to your heart. As you walk out, clear yourself, wash off, wash off, wash off, wash off, wash off, and deep breath. And when you are ready, come back. Wiggle your toes, your feet, your legs, your fingers, your shoulders. Move your jaw, your head. Smile out of inner happiness and breathe deeply. When you are ready, open your eyes. Wow! I don't know about you, but that was exhilarating, beautiful. And I send a healing, loving light to everybody. Having all those energies connected, I feel connected as if we were one big circle expanding and giving. That meditation is actually up to a middle point of another one that I use in my gatherings and in my classes. And so I wanted to just offer that and really feel the good in that. Feel the safety, especially with Libra, controlling in charge of the kidneys. It has the adrenals there. Oh, I feel toxins coming out. I just want everybody to just feel all those toxins. Remember seeing these meditations at any time. It goes through all time and space, through all planes and dimensions. So seeing this later on, if you probably had a premonition, already saw this in your dream, it's working at all times, this energy level. Okay, and I send always the healing, loving light. Well, thank you for having me in your lives. It is a privilege and it is an honor. And I am thankful for all the shares and likes and subscriptions. I'm thankful for all the donations you guys send at Sirena's. Um, Celestial Soul Wellness. I think I'm still in theta. I don't think I cut myself off completely. At Sirena Celestial Soul Wellness at gmail.com. Remember, I'm available for private readings. We have classes, Celestial Soul Wellness healing classes, level 1, 2, and masters. Masters is like for coaching and guiding others. And we also have tarot and gathering, oracle reading gatherings. We have the drumming for the lunar eclipse happening on the 26th at Bosa Chica at Lifeguard 26, starting at 4. And we have different healers in the family. I use astrology. I'm life, health, and relationship coach. I love being invited and asking to do weddings. I do love ministering weddings, baptisms, and it is still a privilege to do last rites, assist deceased. It is awesome to celebrate someone's life. I very thankful, and well, you could come visit me, call me, text me, email me. Let's see, send me messages. I work face to face, Skype, and long distance. So everything is possible, okay? Just do know with most of my healings, I also work with astrology. I'm an intuitive astrologer as a side as a master holistic energy therapist, okay? And nutritionist, alkaline nutritionist. So everything is possible. It's up to you. As long as you're ready to learn the lesson and ready to let go, healing is time. And I send you all my love. Remember, I'm also part of Kripo Hula Troop here in Southern California. Give us a call. We do all kinds of parties, celebrations, and get-togethers from ages 4 to 84, and small groups, big groups, all kinds. See the videos that I have also on my site there on YouTube. So again, this has been La Sirena Nereida, and thank you. And chasita.